Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, and this is back with, for some reason, I don't know why is my camera, have I switched cameras or something there? I don't know, but it doesn't seem like I'm looking at the camera there. Yeah, this is back with new moon reading for the Cancer moon, which we have on the 12th, so it's a few days away. I was just sitting outside, and they said to come on and do a live, so I just had to put a little bit of lipstick on, and then here I am. So how's everybody doing? Hi Magic, how are you? And hi Gina. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I haven't got anything in order for this, so it's just things that have been coming since I came on here. Yeah, I'm live, Manuela. So I'm going to do what is coming through. I'm going to have a little talk about that, what is coming through for this Cancer moon. I've already started to feel the effects of it as well. I don't know if any of you have. There seems to be a bit of a delay on this. Can everybody hear me okay and things? Yeah. Oh, you've missed me, Adriana. Thank you. You only miss people when they've gone for good, and I haven't gone for good. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit about what's coming on for the Cancer moon, and then I'm going to do readings for all the signs as well, to see what this moon is going to highlight for us, what it's going to dredge up from the depths, or what we should do to get through it as well. So the first thing with the Cancer moon is, what is coming through is how we always try to protect ourselves. Okay, we put this hard exterior on, like this shell, and this is as a form of protection. And we say to people, we are cool, we don't need this, we don't need anything, we are strong, we are protected. But if we think of kind of like crabs shells, they're quite brittle and fragile, and inside, everything is really soft. So I really feel it's a case of this moon is telling us to address where we are trying to appear strong, which is actually hiding who we really are, or hiding our emotions, if that makes sense. Because the Cancer moon is always, Cancer is a water sign, so it's going to be a very emotional one. Okay, so I'm telling you that now. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just forewarned is forearmed. But yeah, I think a lot of emotions are going to be flying around. A lot of emotions are going to be coming to the surface. There's a lot going on, I feel, over this period. Like I say, I've already started to feel it, but it's because I took time to sit and stop and think. My life at the moment is 50 to the dozen. Honestly, I don't have the time to sit and think, which it's all great and it's all exciting. But when you take that downtime, this is when you can think, right, okay, am I giving myself the care that I really need? Because this Cancer moon is all about nurturing. Okay, some of you will be having issues with your mothers around this as well, whether your mothers are past or still on the earth plane. That will come up, I feel. So, I've been feeling last week, I was feeling my mom around me a lot, and I was thinking, that's strange. Why is she around? She wasn't communicating with me. I was just feeling that energy, and I was getting quite a few little signs. Then I was compelled to listen to her old playlist, and it was all of this, but it was a nice feeling. There wasn't a sadness with it, although I would give anything for her to still be here. She's not, but I still felt that energy. So if anybody, has their mothers have passed, then know, that the energy is still there. A lot of times people have issues with their mothers as well. Sorry, I don't know where this is going. This is all just coming through now. And what we need to realize is that even as mothers ourselves, we're not perfect, and if we can try and see why they are the way they are, if we can understand them, recognize that person is you, which is what the Yogi Bhajan says, we can, a lot. I think when we want nurture and when we haven't got good relationships with our mothers, we tend to feel that is wrong, because, a mother is supposed to nurture and things. Whereas what we need to do is we need to forgive them, because when we forgive them, then we let that go. We don't let whatever they've done affect us. But it also, we need to see them as a real person and see why, because everybody, has a reason why they are the way they are, and usually if it's in a negative light, it comes from fear, there is something that they're scared about, okay? So it's kind of giving kindness to that situation and giving love to that situation, even if you're not giving love back. At the end of the day, yes, I used to say all the time, if it's not one thing, it's my mother. And mothers can be very difficult. I'm sure my daughter can say exactly the same about me. But what we've got to remember is that we grew inside of that person. That person actually, we heard their heartbeat from the inside. So whatever the situation is now, they give us the gift of life. So we need to be grateful for that. Okay. So that was not where I was expecting going, but that is what is coming there. So I hope that makes sense to some of you. Another thing as well is, like I say, self-love. I mean, we are taught as children what love is, okay, and how we expect to receive love. And a lot of times, I've been talking about this week, bizarrely enough. We hang on to the old story, okay? This is it. We all hang on to our old stories. And if somebody was quite a sickly child, a lot of times within their adult life, they will have illness or they will manifest illness because that is where they get their comfort, if they're ill. And, that they think that is where they receive love. If somebody was brought up with abusive childhood, they can often seek out abusive partners because to them that is love. It's what we learned was right when we were young, but we're all adults now and we all have brains and we're all really expanding our consciousness here. So this is a time for us to actually dig deep and see what part of the story, of our story, is really true, or what part of it, even if it's all true, do we want to be defined by that story, which I don't think we do. We have the choice now, and we always have a choice. Every day we have that choice. We wake up and it's, do I choose fear? Do I choose love? Do I choose a path of negativity where if I go down that, I'm meeting negativity? It's almost like the signposts there for it, or do I choose positivity to live with what I've got and to make the most of it, okay? So it's almost like every morning we have this choice, or every single minute of the day we have this choice. If we're annoyed at somebody, we have that choice. Do we let this control us for the rest of the day and end up being pissed off? Or do we just say, hold on, that person may need love at the moment, I can love them from afar and step away from anything that is hurting you. So I hope this is making sense here. Also, as well, a massive thing with self-care and self-love, because if we don't give ourselves self-love and self-care, then we cannot really give it to anybody else. We need to be filling ourselves up first. When we are filled up ourselves, then we can give it to others, okay? And we need to be careful in who replicates that and who gives us back. So we keep topped up, and who takes and takes, okay? Because when somebody's taking and taking and taking, it can drain us, okay? And we're a bit like plants, really. We need to be watered regularly, which this week I've been to sea so many times, even if it's just for 10 minutes, just to jump in and then come out to refresh. We need feeding, we need nourishment. And this is not just nourishment as in food. It's around the people that we're around. It's around how we nourish our knowledge, how we nourish our brain, how we nourish our soul. All of this is important. Somebody can sit, and there's no judgment said in this, but somebody can sit, and do 3 hours of meditation or yoga a day or whatever. And then, they go out on a nighttime and, they fill themselves full of drugs or this or that or whatever, and it's kind of, the balance is out there, it's like I say, there's no judgment with that, but it's kind of, be aware of it. Are you really, really giving yourself the care and love that you need, and are you being true with yourself with it as well? Because one of the first things that is important within love is truth and honesty and integrity, and if you're not being honest with yourself, then that's not really loving yourself in the way that you should, so it's being aware of stuff. So I hope that's making sense as well. So it's going to be a bit of an emotional one. I know this is just a personal thing, if anybody can relate. Like I say, there's, I'm usually very, very careful of my energy, because I need to protect my energy with the work I do, with things like that. My necklace is snapped, my beautiful necklace that is there for protection as well. I'm carrying it with me, but I haven't had a chance to get another necklace yet. And what I have really found is I feel the last, probably more this weekend, but I have allowed myself to not be in situations that are not good for me, but situations where the energy just isn't right. Okay. And it's kind of like, well, it's okay. Everybody else is doing it. Everybody's cool here. I'll just protect myself, and that is fine. And it's not fine. What I am doing then, I am letting myself down in a way, and this is the thing. We need to be able to give ourselves permission to instantly, if something is not feeling right for us, if we are not feeling it, we can say, I need to excuse myself from this. Okay. You don't need to explain yourself. When you are an empath, it is very hard. You've spent your life trying to understand yourself, and then the rest of your life trying to make other people understand you. And it's kind of, that can get quite exhausting as well. It's like, well, why are you feeling like that? It's like, I don't know. This is who I am, so it's about stand up for yourself. That is a thing of self-love, not feeling the need to explain yourself or apologize for yourself as well. It's not like, oh, sorry, I'm hypersensitive, because sensitivity is coming in massively with this moon, but it's not doing that. It's standing up and saying, this is who I am. It's not a personal thing, but I need to be away, or I need to recharge, or I need to give myself some self-love. I didn't even realize, this is, the more I'm talking here, the more it's coming. The last, I would say, maybe week or so, I've been drinking chocolate milk. I've been, I don't drink that stuff, I really don't, but it's really this nurture, this child nurture. The other day I'd said, what, I just want somebody to put me in a blanket and carry me up to bed and tuck me in, and I'm feeling that need for this. I hope, I don't know if anybody else is feeling that, but I'm really feeling the need to be comforted, to be safe, to allow that inner child out, and to say to them, it is safe for you to be you as well. Very strange, this place. It's almost like I'm regressing back to childhood and seeing it. It's like having a deja vu moment, but with knowing what I know now. So there's a lot of strange stuff which I may talk about one day, but not today, because this isn't about me. Okay, so I'm going to check what everybody's saying here, because when I'm just rabbiting there, they're giving me stuff to talk about. You look elated and aligned. Oh, thank you, Gina. I feel it. I'm a little bit tired at the moment, a little bit, not tired as in I haven't slept, but I'm a little bit energetically tired, and that is, I'm taking today to actually get myself back on track with that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Just chatting at the moment. I did that with two different people. You will feel better when you stand up for yourself, because, compromise is great, but when we're compromising ourselves, we know that we're letting ourselves down as well, so we end up then feeling bad about that. The necklace I wear for my protection is a Aura Verde necklace that I use, just learning. Okay, so it's Aura Verde. It's a beautiful necklace. It's very special to me. Yeah, we nurture ourselves to be true to our true authenticity. That's it. If we're not true to ourselves, we cannot be true to other people. Yeah, so other people are feeling this as well, yeah? Hi, Haley. It was great to connect with you the other day, Haley. It really, really was. Right, okay, so what am I going to do now? I'm going to have, this is iced tea, by the way. It is not alcohol, because I'm really feeling that as well. I said yes, yeah, I'm gonna have a little break. I don't drink a lot, but I have been drinking more alcohol than normal, and I'm gonna have a little break, because not that it's anything wrong for me, but it's just I kind of I'm not feeling it at the moment. Yes, Spirit said to you, healing the inner child. It is. This is what it's all about, because this inner child is where we learned our way of being up to now, but we need to realize that doesn't always have to be the case. If somebody has told you you were stupid and you were thick and you were dumb or whatever when you were a child, you need to, as an adult, recognize that no, that's not right. You might not have done as good in exams as somebody else did, but you have a lot more talents. Life is not just about passing exams, and this is what we need to see. We need to nurture our own qualities, which a lot of people are very scared of doing as well. They don't like to praise themselves for things, and it's something I struggled with for years. But then I look around now, and I think, no, I'm quite happy with who I am. And I think that, yes, I mean, there's all physical things we would change and stuff, but it's like, when you're happy with who you are, yeah, I'm going to mess up at times, because everybody does. But it's kind of, I feel I'm on a level where I've grown, I've learned. I'm still growing and still learning every single day, But I do try to practice kindness towards people, and I don't react. I try to respond more and stuff like that, So it's yeah, I'm a better person than what I used to be, but that is only through recognizing the painful stuff, seeing where it has let me down, and wanting my life to be better, so that my life then around other people is better as well. So I hope that makes sense. You can feel your boyfriend backing off and going into hermit mode. What you need to do there, Adri, is respect that, okay? Maybe say, I understand I'm feeling a little bit strange, so I am going to give you that space, or I am going to respect that, okay? Because if you push more, because what will happen is fear will come in then. So with fear, you will try to cling more, or become a little bit needy, and that doesn't work. I can push away more. So just say, I respect you going into hermit mode, and whatever happens with that, at least that you have done the right thing within that as well. Is it true that you need to be gifted the third eye necklace or bracelet in order for it to work? How can it prevent jealous energy? No, I am quite controversial here, because I don't know everything. I don't profess to. But there are a lot of superstitions around things. I mean, people say, that tarot cards should be wrapped in a purple cloth and put in a safe place, and blah, blah, blah. I carry my tarot cards with me everywhere. They're in my bag, they're whatever. The thing is, with any sort of superstitions, they are only true if you give them power. Okay, this is why people will talk about curses and everything, and it's, if they believe it, it will be true. But it's almost like, you give power to it. If we think, our thoughts and our words are so powerful, so every thought we have can manifest into reality. All the words we say, that's why I call them spells.